Would you like the cheat code to visualization? My brain often struggles to remember that if the desires of my heart were not for me, God or the universe wouldn't have put them there in the first place. And then I heard this.
The moment you can change your brain and body to look like an event has already happened, your brain and body are no longer living in the past. Now, in fact, they are a map to the future.
Now, that sounds like something that I would be interested in, but it's easier said than done, right? Especially when what's in my current environment doesn't look like that, and my brain says, you can't have that. So I override it with this. So I saw this ad for this villa on Instagram and I decided, what would it be like to be there? And since I've never been there before, I decided to show my brain what it feels like to be there. I don't try to conjure up in my mind a place that I've never been. I write a story of what I'm doing in that future. Who is there with me in that future? Where am I at in that future? Then I take the story and I give it to ChatGPT along with images of me from different angles. That way it gets my face right. And I tell it to spit out an image of that scene. Listen, this is the 2026 mental movie that Neville Goddard and all the great teachers told us to create inside of our minds. And they weren't wrong. But now we have the technology. So if you can't seem to do it in your head, this is the solution. Now, after that, I take it a step further and I put it inside an AI video generator, which I'll be teaching in my Skool Community, and I bring the vision to life. Neville Goddard speaks about the SATS state, which is right before sleep. I don't know about you, but I follow directions. So I watch it right before bed when my brain isn't judging anymore. It's no longer got the security on duty that tells you, nah, that's not for you. Instead, I show my brain, well, here it is. But that doesn't change anything by itself unless you connect to the feeling of who you are in that scene. How does that version of you that has everything act? How do they show up in the world daily? And then I embody it every single day. And guess what? There are days, sometimes even weeks, that I fall down and I forget to be my future self. But I have this to look back on and I let it steer me back on track. Now, wouldn't it be better to have that and then also have a community around you with the same common enemy, defeating self-doubt and building our dreams together? That is my goal. And it's going to be very fulfilling when I bring it to life.